Today we have an unboxing from Dex, and as you can tell from the packaging, this is the super rare.
Should I just tear open the middle and see what comes up?
Wait, what is this? Come on, man. You can't be doing that to me, bruh. You can't. That's not right, man.
Package from Joycult, right? The Dex was a complete troll. I had no idea. Let's get into this. Tear it straight open. Of course, we got some clothing right off the bat. This is a completely surprise package, by the way. Locked is all I can really say. That's the whole advertising scheme for the new stuff. And yeah, Matt contacted me. He DM'd me asking me if I wanted to try some of the new prototype wheels. And I said, well, of course, duh, you're Joycult. What do you think I'm gonna say no? Come on, dog. And yeah, he sent me some stuff. And it looks like I got a nice little green sweater in here. Hopefully it fits. I'm a little skeptical, but hey, this looks big enough. Let's see if I can get it on. Hold on, let me show y'all this real quick. Look at that. The custom Joycult stitching on there, embroidery. Beautiful, the green on green, I like it. It's a little tight, but hey, it definitely fits. Just needs a little bit of wear in, and we're good to go. Look at that, guys. That's sick. Is this sick? This is kind of cool. It's green on green. How do I look? Do I look sexy? Tell me I look sexy. This is my sexy stance. I walk into the club. How you doing, ladies?
It's extremely hot in Houston, so I'm 100% taking this off.
Let's get into the actual stuff now. And I think I'm gonna put it on my main setup and just give you guys a review on the fly here. Ooh, we tore it right open. And of course, man, this is the customary tradition with any Joycult package that you get. You get a bunch of these really cute glittery cat stickers. Look at the little kitty. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so cute. This is what we all came here for, guys. Ooh, all right. No, don't tell me. No, don't tell me, dude. There's a lot of stuff in here, man. Come on. Okay, this is number one. All right. I love how you always do the little baggies too. This is number two baggie, and then this is number 3 baggie. Number 3 baggie. There's way too many baggies, man. There's just so many. I'm a little overwhelmed, dude. If I have 3 sets of Joycult wheels in here, I'm just gonna, okay, so those are definitely wheels. Those are definitely wheels, and those are definitely wheels. All right, okay, don't get too excited. Keep your cool, Jer. He sent me a Polaroid. Nice little Polaroid. I like that. Like, are they all unique? Like, that's sick. This is a really nice little touch. I like this a lot. These are tied really nice, and I have no fingernails. Okay, so I'm not 100% if this is like an entirely new shape for everything. They're definitely not the big ones. They might be like the classic shapes, but just with a different bearing locking system. Hopefully that'll focus. Gosh, this is so difficult. I'm gonna have to get some up close shots. Man, and I can tell that the bearings aren't just, because I remember with the OG, or I like to call them OG, I don't know what they're specifically called. The OG Joycults, back when you only used to have one shape, and it was either 60D or 70D, the bearing just kind of slipped in there. It didn't look like there was any type of, locking system, so I think this is the major change, and that would make sense. It's locked. And everybody hates wheel slip, and everybody also hates when your wheels don't spin properly on the axle. There's just a lot of problems wheels can have. Either they can be too loose on the axle, either they can be too tight and they don't roll very well. There's a lot of different problems. I might put these white ones directly on my Collier. We need to get into the other wheels, though, guys. There's 2 more packages here. Like, come on, man. So here we got, far left, the Big Daddy, the XL. In the middle, we have the Classic. And on the far right, we have the Mini. Bull's a little bit more squared off. Classic is definitely the most round on the edges with that DBoss logo on top, which is kind of hard to see on camera. But that's sick. And then the Mini, of course, is not as squared off as the XL, but still really nice shape. Reminds me of the flat face street shape wheels. Okay, so these are flat face street shape wheels. And in comparison, honestly, they look a bit more like the classic Joycults, but thinner around the actual bolt in the middle there. So yeah, these kind of were just on their own in terms of, you know, shaping. And I like the unique look of all of these. That's really cool. Really nice change to see. This is sick. I guess now the only thing left to do is set them up on a deck and try them out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And I need to find the board. And I might as well just put it on my main setup. If I want to set up a new board though, not really. Oh, that's a great comparison to make. G4s are kind of like classic, but if I line this up on top, it's almost like identical in terms of like how wide, millimeter wise, the wheel is. Let me just slap these brothers on real quickie. If I can find a tool, which I can't. Okay, give me a sec. Maybe a little bit lower. Hold on. A little bit lower? Maybe I should just lower my chair. Look at that. Wow. Now I'm perfectly in frame. Welcome back, all my butternut squash brothers, to what I like to call the review portion of this video, of my videos in general. I haven't done a review in a while, and you know what? I'm ready. I'm prepared. And now it is time to review these wheels. Right off the bat, I set these guys up on my Collier two-tone split ply, and I was originally using the flat face J4s on this deck, and I put the classics on here, and then I got the XLs on this Collier right here. Look at that grip job. Ooh, the engraved strawberries. Beautiful. Shout out to Sponsor Me tape. I got the cat sticker underneath because I'm repping Joycult hard right now. Appreciate the hookup, Matt. But I haven't used these as extensively as I've used the OGs. So let's get it out of the way. First of all, I'm categorizing these wheels. Now, these wheels I put into their own separate category, the 2.0s. But generally in fingerboarding, you have your plastic wheels, like your flat face. These are G4s right here. They're turquoise. And then you have your wheels that feel more like longboard wheels in a way, which is your, on a real skateboard. Mind you, I do not skateboard. I do not longboard. I dabbled when I was younger, but not today. You have your longboard type wheels, which are a little bit more, and it's hard to focus on these because they're kind of transparent, and they glow as well, I think. I'm not sure. I did a review on these like 2 years ago. These are the OG Pank 70Bs. And these feel more longboardy, so they squeak right out the box, right? There's a significant sound to them straight out the packaging. And not only that, but they don't really wear down as much as you'll see the 2.0s or the cartwheels, which I'll get into. And then you have your Oaks, which are also like your OG Joycults. They don't really break in that much, and they have a consistent sound no matter how long you've used it. It might get a little bit louder, but that's just because they're urethane. These wheels right here are urethane. All of these, your Joycults, your Wysocki, I forgot way back, they're kind of this type of material, where they have that significant squeak, but there's no real break into them. This Joycult 2.0 completely changes that and adds the break-in factor. Oh, LSD also feels like the OG Joycults, where they're just very, very grippy, very, you know, squeaky right out the packaging, not much break-in whatsoever. These, they have a different sound to them. Now, I reviewed these wheels as soon as I got them. I threw them on this setup and did a kind of throw together, slap together review, just to figure out that they completely changed up on me, and they sound different now because I use them on concrete. In my video part Nostalgia, which only has 3.2 views, I think YouTube just didn't recommend it or didn't put it in people's sub boxes. I'm not sure. It's a passion project purely, and I use copyrighted material, so I'm not making a dime on it, but I'm very proud of it, and I'd love for you guys to see it. So check it out if you haven't already. But I use this extensively outdoors in that edit, and using it on hard concrete and just, you know, casually fingerboarding, trying to get clips and whatnot, it definitely broke it in. So here's the sound test from when I first got them. I'll play that now. Here we go, squeak test. So far, completely non-broken in. It's a very light hiss. And now here is the sound test right now. Its distinction is a little bit higher. It's still got that like low hum of what you'd get with like flat face plastic wheels. Kind of like that low, but they're not as squeaky as, say, Oaks. And that'll wake somebody up. But I like that these have taken a little bit longer to break in. I feel like I still haven't even broken them in all the way, and they're just gonna get a little bit louder and a little bit grippier. Kind of what I saw with Cartwheels. Now, I didn't do a review for Cartwheels because he just kind of hooked it up on low, and I gave him my feedback and whatnot, and I loved them. I used them on my Collier setup. I'll show you a picture right here. They were pink, and they had like a white inner core, and they broke in very quickly. They felt identical to the Joycults right off the bat, as far as the feel goes, like when you're actually riding on them. They felt identical. They looked different. They had a different shape to them, and overall they were a little bit more coarse. But both of these have what I like to call a chalky feel to them. Now, it's hard to describe that, but right off the packaging, it's like they're not smooth. And I mean that like, have you ever tried Winkler wheels before? Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those things are just butter. Whenever you put them on, especially granite, they just feel like you're on nothing. Of course, urethane's not going to have the same properties that you would get with polymer, plastic, whatnot, but the chalkiness is what I feel right off the bat. And then as soon as you wear them in, you get a little bit grippier. But the Cartwheels compared to Joycult, they have different wear-in times, and that's crucial for Joycult. I love how long these take to break in, because they just feel like every time I'm using them, I'm getting a little bit more wear out of them, getting a little bit more personality out of my wheels. And that's exactly what I'm going for here. Another topic to cover with the Joycults is their whole promotion on "it's locked, it's locked." Oh, what the hell does that mean? Big thing for fingerboarding, and Joycult especially. Every single fingerboard professional wheel that you're putting on BRTs is usually going to be single bearing. So the ball bearings inside of it are in this tiny little groove in order to keep it in place. But with fingerboarding, you're sliding around a lot, you're using it on different surfaces, you can't keep it in place all the time. With this new Joycult system, that's not an issue whatsoever. This is my main setup, and I've taken it to New Orleans, I've taken it to Dallas, it's handled just about anything I've thrown its way, and I'm not having any issues whatsoever. Like, there's no jiggle, there's no wiggle, it just stays in place, and it rolls very well. I love not having to worry about things like that, and I never really did have to worry about things like that. I don't know if it's just my fingerboard style, but I don't have many issues with wheels. I've had issues with, like, getting wheels on and off, but that's just because the BRTs get stripped, and then you can't unscrew it and whatnot. That's the only issue I've really ever encountered. Other than that, these wheels are fantastic, and I'm really liking them. I really am. Joycult's outdone themselves, and they've been on top for a minute now in terms of urethane, and I respect the quality that goes into these things because they just work really great. They're going to give you the most authentic feel, in my opinion, with the comparison of skateboarding to fingerboarding, and that's important for a lot of people. I'm not one of those people, but I love these wheels regardless, man. Shut up every freaking time, bro. So let's cover our bases here back to back. It's locked. Hell yeah, they are. Super locked. These things aren't going nowhere. You don't gotta worry about these things falling off. You don't gotta worry about no bearing slip, and that's important. Another thing is they wear in like no other wheel that I've ever tried before. Absolutely fantastic. Love the uniqueness that I get with these wheels. The shape, classic, clean, looks great. This is my favorite shape out of all of them. The XL's a little bit too big. The Minis, a little bit too small. These right here, perfect. I haven't worn these in much at all. I forgot to even cover that, but these perform identical. And these feel a little bit smoother, like right out the packaging. I don't know why. Maybe it's because there's just a little bit bigger surface area that you're rolling on. But these gave me a more smooth feel right out of the box. Great sound. I'm loving this squeak. I'm loving it. Gives you a little bit of personality, as I was talking about before. And, yeah, 10 out of 10. That's all I can really say. I'm one of those reviewers that doesn't review bad things, by the way, guys. If you send me something and I don't like it, I'm not going to post it because I don't want to throw shade on any company out there trying to get
to a product that they're proud of, if you know what I mean. And this is a small community in itself, so you'll never see me release a bad review. But no, these guys, perfect. Like, utterly perfect. Joycult, I love you, dog. I love you. These wheels are lit, and everyone should know. So if you're into urethane wheels, if you're into fingerboarding in general, and you want some high-quality wheels that aren't gonna let you down, Joycult, baby. Joycult. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've been an entertaining host here. We've got some more reviews, some more little things on the way. I went to Dallas, got a bunch of footage over there. Shout out to the Good Vibes crew. Love y'all. Yeah, we got content, and hopefully I can just discipline myself to upload at least once a week. That's the goal at the moment. Stick with me, guys, because I got more stuff. I love y'all so much. Appreciate the support. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, man, we got some new stuff coming out with the bakery and collaboration with bread. Well, not really collaboration, but just getting it on a more personal scale. Like, I love my merchandise, but on Teespring, it just feels a little bit too corporate, you know? It feels a little bit too, I don't know. And the quality's not where I want it to be. Anywho, more on that later. Starting school soon. Maybe we'll do a Q&A. Q&A with my mother coming soon, too. I should probably post that video. I have so much content I'm sitting on. I'm just being real with you here. I'm not going to edit this part, at least. Yeah, that's it. So, just f*** off. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's it for the video. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Giveaway soon. Peace. Every time I try to make a point, it's just like...